I recently bought this BMW E36 3.9 AS for £3,500. I need you to tell me if I've got a good deal. Right, let me introduce you to the Avis Blue 3.9 AS. Some would say it's quite an expensive car for £3,500 for a 3.9 AS, but it's got some goodies on it and it's well worth it, I think, anyway. Let me know what you think. First, we have the M3 wheels, genuine, of course, wrapped in Michelin tyres. It grips very well. It's actually got genuine M3 mirrors on as well, which is quite nice. It's got an LTW spoiler. Now, Nick's put that on since he's had it off me, and he's also put the exhaust on, and that sounds quite nice. It is quite a large cannon, but it sounds nice. It just needs a new plate because they're a bit worn now. It's also sat on KW coilovers, and that is one of the main reasons I bought it, because they are expensive and it rides really well. Since Nick's had it, he's actually put a new ECU in it as well. And now I'm quite jealous and kind of wish I'd kept it. Right, let me show you another reason why I purchased this. As you've probably already seen, the Vaders. Now these are worth probably 1,500 quid. They're the grey Vaders, so they're not the best. And they're a little bit stained on the rear seats, but Vaders, genuine M3 wheels, KW suspension, £3,500. And to top it off, this has done 90,000 miles, which is nothing. There you go. And everything is absolutely solid. The sills are solid, they're like brand new. The arches are like brand new. And I did have a little bit of paint done just around the boot area where it was scabbing before I sold it to Nick. But it's like a brand new car. It just needs a, if this had a proper clean, it'd be a pristine motor. So let's take it for a drive now. And in fact, now we'll show you under the bonnet first. So this particular model is the M44, 140 brake horsepower. Although it has been mapped very slightly, it might have a little bit more. Definitely got raised revs and it's got more torque down the low end now. These are really good engines. They do a lot of miles. They are chain driven and they're just really, really robust engines. I do like the M42s as well because I believe they are a different block and they're mainly in the E30s, but these M44s, they go really well. It's a B19, so it's a 1.9, and yeah, never had a problem with these, never had a problem with these. And they're really peppy and really power to weight ratio, they work out quite well. Plenty of acceleration, plenty of top end, and if you want to go skidding, you just weld your diff and the fan for that as well. You don't need the 2.8. So yeah, great engine, great engine. Listen to this. Quite deep for a 3.9 AS, isn't it? For an M44, let's have a little raspy as ever. The M44's always a rasp. E36. Back in an E36. Every time I drive this thing, I feel like I should not have sold it because it's such a good car. But every E36 has its faults, and this particular one, you have to have the traction control off constantly because I think there's a wheel speed sensor gone. You might know better than me about that, but I believe if the traction randomly kicks in while you're driving, does that mean a wheel speed sensor's gone? It kind of tries to skip a back wheel. I think it does, so that needs replacing. Apart from that, that is really the only issue with this thing. Oh, and the hedgehog for the heaters is gone, so you can't really have the heaters on, hence why this window's down, because we steam up very fast. But apart from that, £3.5 grand, £3,500 for a solid 3.9 AS, low miles, low owners, no rust, Vaders, genuine M3 parts. Is that a good deal? Is that a good deal or what? She drives really well. Nice and smooth. Hopefully you can hear me properly because this window's open, it's quite loud out there. But it's nice and smooth, handles very well in the bends on the KWs. It's quite stiff, but there's no knocks or bangs and it's very, very solid car. Being the 3.9 AS, it's not the fastest E36 in the world, but when you put the foot down and drop a gear, she goes quite well. especially when you get up to about 4,000 RPM. That's around when the main power band kicks in on these things, and it does feel really quite peppy for what it is. Here we go. You can definitely tell that he's put he's had the ECU mapped, raised revs. It goes quite well now. It goes quite a little bit faster than what it was when I first picked it up. Feels really good. Obviously with the full M Sport kit, the M Sport steering wheel, everything feels nice and solid. These Vaders hug you really nice. Some people say they're overrated, but I think they're the most comfiest E36 seats you can buy. This is probably the best driving E36 318 IS I've ever driven, to be honest with you. Gear shifts all smooth, clutch is nice, everything's just how it should be. Goes very well. It'll do 40 miles a gallon being a 318 IS, and it uses barely any fuel, although the fuel light is about to come on, and we best not get caught. Is there even a fuel light on this? Because there's no light on, and we're getting really low, so we might have to call for some fuel. But it does do well, I promise. I promise. I drove it back from Wales. The only other thing I would put in this, if I'd have kept it, is probably an LSD, just to finish it off. I think if you get a 3.38 LSD, which I had in my old E36, these suit the engines really well, and it gives you even more torque, more acceleration, and it just feels so good. Plus you can skid it, and better for handling, I guess. Pure 318 IS power coming your way. Here we go. Oh, she kicks you back, she kicks you back. Slow down now, we're in traffic again, we're in traffic. Back to second. Ooh. It's no 2.8, but it's fast enough for what it is. Right, we're gonna head back now, take this back to Nick, and get my 5 Series back, which you might have just seen a video on. I just did a video on that, but in the next few videos I'm going to start doing things to it and try and document what we do and see how far we get with that thing. I'll see you back there. Right, we're going to end it there because it's now getting dark and I'm sweating my tits off in this, I'm not going to lie to you. There's no aircon because the resistor doesn't work. Anyway, if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers, and hopefully the next video will be more on the E39. I'll see you in that one.